Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Now Griffin back into his end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone. Griffin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Chris Boswell on.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The first carry for Josh Adams, the Notre Dame product. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Griffin. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Down.
Now Pollard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Made at the 36
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
New York.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
6-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain. Just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Giants first down.
They run the counter. It's Adams. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Giants.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action with Griffin. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abuka able to get him for a loss of about 3.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Griffin eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Giants.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Rams 14, Giants nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry for Adams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Griffin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, Love gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun. Love. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
3.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Rams 21, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 10. Now they run out of the shotgun with Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Griffin trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And we'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Love now to pass on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
48-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Here's Love. Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now here is another interception. Picked up by John Johnson. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 10-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Akers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Third and 2. Love with it. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Fielded in the end zone. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Sterling Bachrichter set to kick off.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
19-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Griffin rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action, it's Griffin. That's complete to Slayton. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Griffin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the shotgun down, here's an inside give. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Rams 24, Giants 7.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Clash of bodies here, it's intercepted. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
1st down, Giants.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Griffin. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
He's taken out of
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Love. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot. and came up unsuccessful.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. Throwing. Love. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Here's Akers. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This one is right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. He's got a rifle run deep left side. And some room to run now. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st and 10, Love. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Touchdown! James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Their own 25-yard line.
Supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They go play action. Griffin looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw now. Here's Love.
He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 3rd and long for Love. He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Steps away, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
4 yards. It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Griffin, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And throw right side complete to Parker. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Today's final score, Rams 34, Giants 7.